Thank you for your interest in food testing. I'm Dr. Vyas. So first, I'm sure you're thinking, why do a food sensitivity test? So let me explain a few things to you. The foods we're eating nowadays are so laden with chemicals, preservatives, and the whole GMO, the genetically modified, that your body considers them foreign when we eat them. So what happens is, whenever your body, or when you put something that your body considers foreign, and your body doesn't know what it is, it creates an immune response. Your immune system is there to help you fight off anything that's foreign. Like when you have a cold, when you have a flu, you cause an inflammation, an immune response which causes inflammation to fight off that infection. Well, in the short run, that is a good thing. But when you're constantly putting the same foods over and over into your body is constantly producing this inflammatory response through the immune response and creates all sorts of issues in the body. What happens is, inflammation is the basis for a lot of these chronic conditions that we suffer. So did you know that 83% of chronic conditions are food related? That's research has shown that too. And 50 million Americans suffer from autoimmune issues. Autoimmune issues are actually, the way I said, the immune system attacking your own body. And what causes the immune system to be so heightened? Once again, it comes down to a lot of the foods that we are eating. We talk about things like your migraine headaches, children with ADD, ADHD, your attention deficit disorders, anxiety, depression. All these things have been linked back to a lot of the foods that we're eating. What happens is, when you are exposed to some of these foods that your body is, say, sensitive to, when you're not liking those, your body produces not just your immune response, but it produces a chemical called cytokines. Cytokines are these chemicals that actually help with inflammation in the body. As I said, inflammation is good in the short run, but when you have this chronic inflammation constantly in your body, it's not a good thing. The cytokines will cause inflammation throughout the body. Now, what happens? The other thing that it starts affecting is organs in your body too, and your brain. Your brain's the big thing. You have 10 cytokine or 10 immune response cells for each neuron you have in the brain. Now that's important because when your immune system is heightened or it's attacking, it slows down these neurons. So your function in your body, you cannot have enough hormone formation. Your neurotransmitters, the chemicals in your brain, are not forming the right way. So that leads to a lot of other dysfunctions. Your thyroid conditions, hypothyroidism. Again, there's also a part of autoimmunity to it where you have something called Hashimoto's. Hashimoto's is, well, 90% of hypothyroid people are what is Hashimoto's. And that's an autoimmune disorder. So this whole myriad of diseases that we see in our lives today are linked back to a lot of the foods we're eating. So this food sensitivity test that we do tests for where your body is reacting or what your body is reacting to. When we find what they are, we have a whole program that we have laid out which shows you how to, yes, you're going to take these guys away for a little while, but we'll show you how to bring them back in a specific order into your body so it does not create that immune response. The other thing that we also deal with nowadays is because of the foods is something called leaky gut syndrome. You might have heard about this thing nowadays. Leaky gut syndrome is usually caused by a lot of the gluten sensitivity. And nowadays, gluten-free has become almost like not just a fad, but it's become a way of life because everybody's doing this gluten-free diets. Gluten is very offensive to the body for a lot of people. It causes not just that celiac disease, but gluten can cause this whole leaky gut where you're getting undigested food from your gut leaking out into your bloodstream. Now what happens is when your body again has undigested food in the bloodstream, it's considering that as a foreign substance. So once again, your immune system heightens and that creates another source of inflammation there too. So if you're suffering from any of these conditions, from your anxiety, your depression, you have anybody with ADD, ADHD, hypothyroid conditions, you are having issues losing weight, any chronic pain, your fibromyalgia, sometimes they leave you saying, oh, there's not much we can do, you just have to take medications. Well, we have seen a lot of good results with this food test. If you actually take away what's offending your body comes back to where it's supposed to be. So what we say in our office is, we don't just guess, we actually test. So we'll test, we'll find out what's going on with your body, help support it or give it the right environment, and your body will kind of correct itself. So if this sounds like something of interest to you, sign up for a free consultation. I'm offering a free 15-minute consultation with me where we'll sit down and talk, and then we'll see if you're a good candidate for this program. Thanks.